We out here. Day 322, if I'm not mistaken, finally. Monday evening. It's 10:10. We just hit my one mass slow. Prairie dogging a dookie. Thankfully, I had to piss, so I was able to release the urge to take a dump by taking a piss. So if you ever find yourself on a run and you're like me, which I don't normally stop once I start running, if you feel the urge to take a dump, just find a nice quiet street. Hopefully nobody's around, either the day or the dark. Take a piss. That'll release the urge, relieve the urge to take a shit, and you'll be able to continue on with your nice run for however long you gotta run till you have to take a piss again. But here we are, day 322 of 365, run 102. We have we got about 40 more days. 40 more days, family. 40, 42, 43 more days till we hit that 365 day mark. Inshallah, you know what I'm saying? God willing, alhamdulillah, glory be unto the one most high. Monday, we had a headache all day. It's easing up now. We were still able to get a solid workout. We was able to bring my oldest nephew with me to the gym. We got through a solid 1 hour session of weights. Dropped his ass off, procrastinated in the car for 40 minutes. And here we are, finishing the last workout of the night. 30 minutes of running. It's not what we say we'll do. It's not what we write down in the journals that we'll do. It's not what we think about doing. It's not what we intend to do. It's what we actually do. Despite how comfortable we are in the moment, despite what discomforts we try to avoid or we don't want to feel, despite what discomforts we are feeling in the moment, it's what we actually do, what we get up and do. That makes a difference. That is reflected in this body. You get what I'm saying? What is reflected in the mindset. What is projected out through the soul, through the frequency that we resonate. Day in and day out, what we do is what determines the outcome of our life, however long it takes for us to achieve our desired outcomes. Thankfully, I've been able to be a good example for my brothers, my blood brothers, for my nephews, for my nieces, though, to each their own. Like I teach my nephew, like I teach my nieces, like I share the info with my brothers, like, I may share this knowledge and understanding with you, but it's up to you to apply it. How you apply it, when you apply it, it's up to you. I can't force you to do things. You know what I'm saying? You can either learn through my examples, or you can go through your own trial and errors, like a fool, or like an intelligent individual, and learn through your own mistakes. Or you can learn through the advice that I seek to give you. Some have applied the wisdom, some have decided to go through their own trials and errors. Growing up, me personally, not so much my middle brother that I share sometimes on here, but me personally, I dealt with a lot of cowardice. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with the bitch inside of me a lot. And though that bitch didn't overconsume me all of the time, it did consume a lot of my mental space and my emotional space. And thankfully, I was able to conquer that motherfucker, put that bitch in his fucking place. And by doing so, I was able to get out of my own way and kind of provide a way for my nephews. And because of that, they both know how to defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? I started working with one when he was 12, the other one when he was 8. Now one's about to be 18, the other one's about to be 22. And I've been blessed to still be working with them, and with them having the willingness to allow me to continue to influence them. And though, sometimes we don't want to overexert our will on other people because we don't want to kind of like push them away. We don't want them to lock up on us, push back in an unhealthy fashion. So me personally, I try to share the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding with my nephews, with my nieces, with everyone that is close to me, that is in my sphere of influence, in a way that I share, and then I kind of let them do their own thing so that they can see, you know what I'm saying, things working out for them or not working out for them. And then I come back in, especially with my nephews, I come back in and I'm like, okay, since things haven't been working your way, let's try my way again. That's why, I do my best to take them out, to work out with them, to spar them or make them spar me. And I'll force them like, yo, if you don't hit me in the face, I'm gonna hit you harder. All right, so hit me. You already know, yo, here we are, yo. About to be 35. Been fortunate to be working with these young ones for 11 years now. My youngest is about to be 11, my little niece. Another one's about to be 13, one's about to be 18, other one's about to be 22. And though, because of the military instruction that I received for 5 years, I can at times be dictatorial, or there were times where I used to be very dictatorial. I've learned to kind of refine myself so that instead of being dictatorial, I could fall back and lead more through example, while at the same time giving them the space to kind of look at me, correct me if necessary, or give them the opportunity to compare themselves and then also correct my mistakes and to learn. Because that's one thing that I do my best to make clear to them, to all these little young souls that I am fortunate to have the capacity and the honor to influence in this life of mine. It's like, I'll tell them like, yo, if you see me messing up, don't try to pick up those bad traits that you see in me. Try to be better. You know what I'm saying? Pick up the good traits, and then the bad ones, don't even pick them up at all. You know what I'm saying? Be better than me. Be better than your parents. Be better than those around you that you see doing the bullshit, so that, you know what I'm saying, you could be an example of the kind of individual that you want to see out in society. Because at the end of the day, yo, there's a lot, and especially when you live in the inner cities, you see a lot of things that you don't want to be. Growing up in these inner cities, seeing things that I didn't want to be was what drove me into the military. Like, yo, I was like, yo, I would rather risk getting shot, blown up in combat, than risk growing up to be these embarrassments that I see in the society, these vagabonds, these homeless, these beggars. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I understand now that, yo, that's just other versions of us that didn't aspire and that didn't apply themselves in a way that they could overcome those lowest vibrational aspects of self that could be us. You know what I'm saying? And crazy coincidentally, both of my nieces, my nephew's probably already seen it, but both of my nieces have seen each 2 female homeless ladies taking dumps in public. Perspective. And when I see that, when they saw that, what I explained to them, it's like, yo, those people that you see out there like that, they chose to do what was easy. They chose to do what they felt like doing, what they wanted to do, and what they were influenced to do by those around them. That's why you have to have a mind of your own. You have to be headstrong. You have to be able to take what is useful from everybody around you, discard what is not, and then add what is uniquely your own. You have to learn to be authentic, to be genuine, to be true to the highest version of you that is within you. And the only way to do that is through discipline and by trusting in that voice of reason, that voice of logic and understanding and of love that is within you, that wants the best for you and the best for those around you. So, hey, life is having This year will be year 11 since I left my beloved Marine Corps. Thanksgiving for the discipline that I gained out of it, the troop leadership traits that I attained from it. You know what I'm saying? The fundamental principles and core values that came as a byproduct of me willing to, risk my own life to gain something, to possibly be someone better. I have not worked an official job per se in those 11 years. Instead, I've relegated my time to investing it into my personal development. And through that, I seen that the best thing that I could do with my time is to invest my time back into my family, to be kind of a pillar of structure and order and reliability for them. You know how we end it. Lights went out, low on battery, but you know how we end it. Lovely 5, 10, 15 minutes of grounding. Starting to get warm again. It's a beautiful evening out. Yo, 33 minutes of running, 3.29 miles. Day 102 of running, 302 and E2 down. Or so, I don't know. I gotta look at the journal. I don't know. These days are becoming indistinguishable in their level of grind. Great evening, family. We're done.